What's up, y'all? It's your girl Bree checking in, and I'm back with another video.
Ooh, all the way to is skid it. Ooh, hopping out the rape and skid it. Smashing all the bitches, skid it. Ooh, running the check with no limit. Popping on X, popping on X, popping on X, chills. Got a new car, got a new bitch, and I got a new deal. Ooh, all the way to is skid it. Hopping out the rape and skid it. Ooh, smashing all the bitches, skid it. Running the check with no limit. Popping on X, popping on X. So y'all, excuse my voice. I'm sick. I'm trying to get over this cold. It ain't even really a cold. It's really just a sore throat. And it got my voice sounding all crazy. But anyways, I'm finna cook some dinner. And I decided to go ahead and bring y'all along with me. If you haven't watched my other cooking video when I make chili, go ahead and make sure to go back and do that. Tonight, I'm about to make some steak and chicken with some mashed potatoes and some green beans. I'm not like doing chicken legs or breasts or drumettes or nothing like that. I'm just go cut up the chicken patties, not the chicken patties, the chicken breasts, and let them marinate. So let me sit y'all down. Let's see where I can sit you at. Oh, as you see, I got my mashed potatoes. I got another pack in the pantry. I got my green beans, whole green beans. I got my Caribbean jerk, marinade, and I got my A1 sauce. So, first things first. Wash my hands. Oh, y'all don't go. There you go. Wash my hands. Wash my hands. Ah, that was hot. Alright. Hands washed. So now I'm gonna move y'all over here. Hopefully y'all don't fall. I'm gonna bring you down a little bit so you can watch me do this, the rest of it. Got my plate. Let me rinse this off. Drip off this excess water. Bingo. Alright. Now turn back this way to the sink. And I'll bring you down a little bit. Let's see. Can I bring you closer? No, that's going to mess it up. There we go. Get y'all a good view. Good view. Good view. Okay. Let me move my steak over there, because I'm not going to do that yet. Open my pack of chicken breasts and wash them off. Okay? And another reason why I'm cutting them in half is because these are thick, y'all. They thick, see? So I'm going to slice them the long way so they're thinner. But first, let me wash them off. Always wash off your meat, guys. Always wash your meat. Your meat, your fruit and vegetables, everything. Take all this stuff off that you don't want on there.
Don't wanna hurt nobody. Don't wanna hurt nobody. Don't wanna hurt nobody. Don't wanna, hey, you say that I'll be ballin' on you scrub. Walk up in the club.
Flip it over and get the other side.
Pocket full of dope. You say that I'll be rockin' out these shows. Pocket full of dope. Pockets always smoke.
Alright. Got that clean. The water running off of it. Put that on the plate. And move on to the next piece. Alright. Meat is clean. Now, put that on the plate. Dry off my hands. I'm going to drain off this excess water. Alright. Now, let me bring y'all back over this way. There you go. Up close and personal. Alright. Got my knife. Cut these real quick. And since they ain't frozen, it's easier to cut through them. A lot easier. Alright, so I got that cut. And honestly, I'm just trying something new. Cutting these in half. Because like I said, I usually keep them the full size and just, sometimes I season them, sometimes I marinate them. I mean, sometimes I season them and marinate them, and sometimes I just season them. Alright. So I got that cut into 4 pieces, as you can see. So now I'm going to rinse these bad boys off one more time and season them. So, come back over to the sink. There you go, there you go. Like I said, up close and personal. I'm going to keep y'all up close and personal with this video. Alright, drain off the extra water. Like so. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, turn back this way. There you go, there you go. Alright, so I'm going to get these flipped over on the right, all on the same side. Actually, I think that was right the first time. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, just a little bit more water on it now. Alright, now with my seasonings, I'm going to use some seasoned salt, black pepper, and mustard. I know some of y'all probably like, ugh, mustard, what? Yes, boo, mustard. Mustard give it a little more flavor. You ain't know, you better have somebody. I ain't even gonna put on though. I ain't even gonna front. My auntie put me on. She put me on to that. There's a lot of extra water on this plate. It don't seem like it when I drain it off, but when I'm moving this chicken around, I can see it. Alright. Put some more pepper. And I like my stuff seasoned good, y'all. I ain't with all that little sprinkle stuff. I want my food to have flavor. If you the same way, give me a like. Hit that like button. Alright. Some seasoned salt. As you see, I season both sides. And you season it to taste, y'all. Season it how you like to season it. If you don't like putting a lot of seasoning on it, by all means, don't. That's your food. But I like to put quite a bit of seasoning. Alright. And mustard. time for the mustard. Now I'm only putting mustard on one side, unlike what I did with this pepper and the seasoned salt. Only because with mustard, you don't need to put it on both sides. It spreads, only putting it on the one side. So that's an extra piece of meat that I don't need. See what I mean? How it's evenly, how I could spread it on this side and flip it over and still be able to spread it on the other side. See what I mean? All right.
It's safe to say, yeah, 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 yeah. It's safe to say, yeah, 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 yeah. It's safe to say, yeah, yeah. You smooth away, breaking down the eight. Every day I'm getting money, trying to make a play. Serve a nigga home, got him just the other day. Choppers extra clip, I'ma let it rip. Swinging through the Ville, my nigga smoke a whole zip. If you're trying to fuck.
All right. As you see, I got all my pieces seasoned how I want them seasoned. Let me rinse this stuff off my hands before I start touching stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you could tell, but I use a lot of napkins when I cook because I don't like for my hands to be dirty and then I be having to rinse my hands and all this different stuff. So yeah. All right, now. Clear up, clear up. There you go. All right, so now it's time for the Caribbean jerk. Shake this up real good. Honestly, I might. Wait a minute. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna take it off this plate. And I'm going to put it in this container instead. Just because, okay? Because I don't want it to run off the plate and I want my meat completely covered. I know they be like, oh, you're supposed to let it sit overnight when you marinate food and all that stuff. Yo, I'm not going to do that. That is too much. I want my food tonight. Some people don't use the whole bottle. I'm probably going to use the whole bottle. I usually use the whole bottle. Just being honest. So this can go in the sink so I can clean it. And then I'll slide this closer. So I was putting it in like one piece at a time and doing it like that. Alright, let's see. So this is a little different too, y'all. This is a little different too. Because like I said, I usually just leave it on the plate. I don't usually do it like this. But why not? I'm going to shake this up. I want all my stuff covered. Let me see if I need to add some more. That's actually good. That's good. Let me show you. Yeah, that's good. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sit this in the fridge for about 30 minutes and let all those flavors mix in. The salt, the seasoned salt, the pepper, the mustard, and the marinade. If I didn't say it before, this is Caribbean style jerk marinade. So, take this, put it in the fridge. It is 6:28 right now. So at 6:58, I'm gonna come back to y'all. So at 6:58, I'm gonna come back to y'all and I'm gonna get the steak seasoned and then I'm gonna get everything in the oven and get everything cooking and on the roll. So I'll be back in 30 minutes. Y'all, so I'm back. Let me take this out. Actually, wait. Let me wash my hands first before I take that out. So, it's been a little over 30 minutes actually. I need to wash the dishes that's in this sink as well. But I'll do that in a minute. Alright. Alrighty. Now, let me take out this, okay. Take out the chicken. Take out the chicken. I sound crazy right now, bro. Let me preheat the oven. Breathe it in. What in the world? This is... Didn't know that was sitting in there, so... Give me a minute to wash up these dishes, because I didn't know that the pan was in the oven. And I'll be right back. Alright, y'all. So I cleaned my pan, got the dishes out the sink. And now, I'm gonna I got my oven preheating on 350. I usually cook on 400, but I don't want this. Well, no, I usually cook on 350, but then sometimes I cook on 400. But I don't want this food to cook too fast, so I'm just cook it on 350. So take this out. Yeah, look how good this looks. You see that? All right. Lay it like that. Let the excess sauce drip off. And lay it down. Just making sure all of it got some of the salt, the marinade on it. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna just sit this in the sink, and I'll get to that later. All right. So right now, this is the plate that I had earlier. I washed it off. Now we can get up close and personal again, y'all. Well, did I drop you too low? Nah, you good. All right. Actually, let me move this to this side of the sink. And get this steak started. So I've cleaned off my knife from when I used it earlier to cut the chicken. I washed that off. Now I could have got marinade for the steak too, but I didn't. I just decided not to. Not this go around anyways. Put my water on. Let's clean this meat. Y'all, when I was cooking, I realized that I'm not a fan of cleaning ribs. Cause I cooked ribs one day, and I'm really not a fan of having to clean them. I didn't like the texture of them. at all. I probably just mess with it. But then I don't like the way the steak feels either, honestly. But anyways. So season this. This season really good. And for this, I'm only gonna use pepper and seasoned salt. I'm not gonna add nothing else to it. All right, mix all those flavors in there. All right, and then I'm gonna lay it across. All right, so I'm gonna lay this across the top. It is not touching the chicken, y'all. It's not touching the chicken. I know I probably should have put it on 2 different pans, but I only got the 1 pan right now. If you didn't know, I just recently moved. So, yeah. But anyway, put this in the oven. And let it cook. Alright, so when I'm gonna let that cook. I'm not gonna set a timer or anything. I'm gonna just let it cook by eye. And whenever it looks like the way that I want it to look, and when I think it's done, then I'll take it out. But I'll get back to y'all when I come check on it. So, yeah. Look at the look at our tree, y'all. Oh, I forgot to turn. Hold on. Got to do something. There we go. Forgot to turn our angel on. The angel changes colors, y'all. Looky, looky. I got the little light on in the kitchen, so can't see it as much. We ain't putting the gifts under there yet. We still want to do some more decorating on this. But anyways, let's check on the food. Turn the light on. Ooh, looking good, looking good. Got my oven mitt on. Ote. I really want to pour some of that off. So, un momento. Alright, y'all. This is how it's looking. I think my chicken is pretty much done. I'm gonna check my steak and see if that's how I like it. So let's see. So the meat is done. I don't really think I'm too crazy about how the steak is. Not because I didn't cook it right, but because it seemed like it's a lot of fat. Like it's a fatty steak. And like I said before, I'm not big on having fatty meat. Like I don't like my chicken and pork chops and steak to have all that extra fat on it. Like I don't like having more fat than meat. That's just me. And it seems like that steak is just that. To each his own. I'm gonna still eat it. Still be thankful for it. But right now, finna get started on cooking my sides. So let me sit y'all down and then y'all will be able to see what I'm doing. Alright, y'all. So I do have both of my eyes on. And by both, I mean this one and this one. This is grease that needs to be thrown out. We made potato wedges the other night when we had hamburgers. So that's that. That's from that. Now, I like whole grain beans. Some people don't like vegetables at all. Some people like them, but they picky with the ones that they like. I'm really not too picky when it comes to my vegetables. That's not saying that I eat any and all of them. Don't get me wrong. But it's not a lot of them that I don't eat. Like, there's a lot of people who don't like broccoli. I like broccoli. I like it better with cheese, but I like broccoli. Alright. I eat carrots. I eat them raw. I eat them steamed. Whatever. I like my vegetables. And I'm still out of shape. Crazy, right? Alright. Let me pour this out. I need to clean my measuring cup because I use that. I use my measuring cup to pour that grease off the pan into it. I felt like it was too hot to pour it down the drain. No, it was too hot to pour it in the trash. And I didn't want to pour it down the drain. So I poured it into my measuring cup because at the time my cans wasn't open yet. So I couldn't just pour it in there. But I just got it out my measuring cup, poured it into the cans, and cleaning out my measuring cup. So I can get started on my mashed potatoes, which will only take a couple minutes to cook. Will literally only take a couple minutes to cook. Y'all don't, like, I know y'all probably questioning why I got my, it's not a do-rag, okay? It don't hang in the back. I don't have it tucked in. It's a wrap scarf. Females know what I'm talking about. Dudes, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But females know what I'm talking about. If you've had your hair straightened or blown out or permed, then you know that you wrap your hair to keep it straight and to keep body to your hair the next morning. Okay, you know this. You know what I'm talking about. But I went natural because I wanted to try something new with my hair. Yes, because I wanted to try something new with my hair. So I went natural. My hair, I did not get a blowout on my natural hair. Not yet anyways. But I braid my hair up at night so I'm not just sleeping on it and then get all tangled and stuff like that and breakage. So I braid my hair down at night and I wrap it with this. Like I comb it out, put some oil that I use on it. Yeah, some oil that I use, I put that on it. Comb out my hair and put it in 2 braids and then wrap this on it. That keeps my hair from being dry. That keeps me from sleeping on my hair and it be breaking. And yeah, and I didn't see a point in not doing it for this video. Just saying, just keeping it on it. Be honest with you. Alright. So, right now, I have, let's bring you back over here so you can see what's really going on. Okay. so you can see what's going on. So, what I got going on right, oh, y'all about to fall already. Alright, so what I got going on is, I got my green beans, my whole green beans, right here. Put some butter in it, like 2 tablespoons of butter. Then sit this on the napkin that I have off to the side for my stuff. Okay. Salt and pepper. That might have looked like a lot of salt, but y'all, it wasn't as much as it seemed. I'm telling you, like, I'm looking right, I'm telling you, it ain't that bad. If you even was able to see it. Alright. Added salt and pepper. I'm gonna stir this up. Alright, mix that up, let that cook, let it cook. Over here, I have my water that I need to let boil. So I'm gonna actually turn it up a little bit. Now with the mashed, matter of fact, let me pick you up. Now with the mashed potatoes that I'm cooking, it's not like the mashed potatoes that I usually cook. I used to get the ones in the box, and you gotta, like, not only do you boil your water, but you gotta add the milk, and you gotta add butter and stuff like that, and boil the water and pour the flakes in and all that different stuff. This, you just boil your water, put your stuff in. Like I said, like to put my stuff to have flavor. So therefore, I'm gonna put 1 or 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm not gonna put the salt and pepper in right now. I'm gonna wait and add that later. But I need to do it before I forget to do it, because I'm known for forgetting to do it when it comes to that stuff like that. When it comes to the mashed potatoes or the macaroni and cheese, sometimes I will forget. And at the end, I'm like, dang, I forgot to do it. So just got added at the end. But anyways, this is what it's looking like so far. Got my green beans going. Okay. I got my chicken and steak. I don't know if I'm gonna like that steak or not. We'll see. I like steak. I just don't know if I'm gonna like that steak. But anyways, I got my A1 sauce, so we'll see. And I got my water boiling. So, yeah, I'm gonna let this water boil, and I get back to y'all in a few. Alright, y'all. So let's get these mashed potatoes going. My water was boiling. I went ahead and took it off the heat. Well, I turned the oven off, and then I took it off the heat. And then, of course, I started recording again, so I set it closer to the camera. I turned my green beans off. Letting those sit on the high eye. Go in the second bag. I'm gonna keep stirring it because you don't want clumps. Ain't nothing worse than clumpy mashed potatoes, bro. let me tell y'all a quick story. So, one day I was in Walmart, and I decided that I wanted to get some food from over in their little food area, like where they have the hot food at, and they got chicken and all that stuff. So usually I get a half a pound of chicken, whatever kind I have a taste for at the moment, and then I'll do a half a pound of potato wedges, right? So one day I went, and I was like, I really like mashed potatoes. Like, mashed potatoes is my shit. Like, that's one of, if not my favorite food, like, it's a close runner-up. Like, mashed potatoes and gravy, or just mashed potatoes without gravy. I love it. So, I went to Walmart, and I was like, can I get a half a pound of mashed potatoes? And they gave me the mashed potatoes, and they look good, y'all. But looks can be deceiving. Because I got home, and I bit into it. Well, not bit into it, but I took a spoonful of it. And that mashed potato, those mashed potatoes had so many clumps and lumps in it, y'all. I'm so serious. Like, it was, I didn't eat it. I threw it away. Like, I don't know if it's always like that, or maybe they just had a bad batch that day, or what the case was. But those mashed potatoes was not the business. Anyways, that was my little quick story for y'all. So, while I was letting my water boil, I started cutting up my chicken, putting it in a container so that I could get put in the fridge when I'm done. My mashed potatoes are done. Yes, yes, I know they look good. Green beans done. Yes, yes. And I still got to cut up my steak and this other piece of chicken. Still got to cut up that. Get that put in there. I don't know if I told y'all what kind of mashed potatoes those are. It's smoky cheese and bacon mashed potatoes. It's a new one. Smoky cheese and bacon. So let me straighten up real quick, plate my food, and then I'll show y'all how it's looking when it's all put together. Alright, y'all. So I straightened up a little bit. You can see I finished cutting up that meat. I didn't put the steak up just because there's not that much left, so it may not be leftovers. And I didn't want to put it in the same container with the chicken. So anyways, this is the plate, my food so far. Now I got the finishing touch right here, the A1 steak sauce. Pour it right over the top. There we go. That is my plate, y'all. Alright. So, now, we're going to do a taste test. See how everything turned out. Alright? So, now some people don't like their food to touch. Some people got to eat one thing completely, then eat the next thing completely, then eat the next thing completely. I'm not that type of person. If my food touch, I don't care, so I'll go in the same place anyways. I usually like a mix some stuff on my fork or my spoon and eat it at the same time, because put some flavors together tastes better. But right now, I'm going to taste everything individually and let you know how it tastes. And I'm going to give y'all my honest opinion. If it need more seasoning or something like that, I'm going to let you know. Just saying. Okay. Green beans are soft. I could put more seasoning on it, but I'm not going to, because it has seasoning. Like, you can, it's not bland, it's not too salty or nothing like that, but it could use a little more flavor, but I'm not going to add it. All right, mashed potatoes. Yeah. Cheesy mashed potatoes with bacon in it. I'm telling you, no cap. No cap. It could just be because I love mashed potatoes. That could be it too. Taste my chicken next. I cooked it good too. You see it? It's actually juicy inside. Like, I would squeeze it and show y'all, but it's gonna take too much for me to do that. So just bear with me. Just take my word for it. Okay. Now seasoned good. Now overcooked. It's not dry. Only thing is, I hate that it cooled off as much as it did. I like my food hot. Some people can eat their food cold. Some people like it warm. I like my stuff hot. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. Now this steak, I cleaned my knife or put it in the dishwater or something. I don't feel like messing it up again because I done cleaned it too many times. So I'm going to just taste this the way I just tasted the chicken. I don't know. Like I said, this is an organic steak, y'all. I've never had organic steak. So, we're going to see. Oh, Lord. Y'all, why y'all ain't remind me? Lord God, thank you for this food that I'm partaking in your son, Jesus' name, I pray, amen. I was supposed to do that beforehand. Alright, let's see. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the steak. It's not as tender as I like it. Excuse me, for one. For two, it's cold. I could warm it up, but that's gonna make it tough if I warm it up. It's seasoned good though, but not a fan of the steak. Not a fan of the steak. I have to try it again when I have the right stuff. Next time I make steak, I'm gonna marinate it, and I'm gonna make it tenderize it. But everything else on the plate is good. It's A1. So I'm gonna fix myself some juice, take this plate in the room, finish watching my TV show, and that's it for this video. So if y'all like when I do these cooking videos, let me know, y'all. Let me know, because I would definitely continue doing them, pumping these videos out to y'all. But anyways, thank you for bearing. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for bearing with me with my raspy voice. Oh, that's what I meant to tell you. So a quick story time on what happened. I was at work yesterday, and I was out front, and this guy came up. He was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "I'm good. How about you?" I was like, "I'm good, and you?" And when I replied to him, I realized that my voice was almost as deep as his. Like, that's the issue. My voice should not be almost the same tone and be as deep as this guy that I'm talking to. Like, I'm a female. I'm full-blown female. My voice should not sound like this. My regular voice does not sound like this. I knew it was an issue. I knew right then. When I heard it, I was like, whoa. Let me stop talking. Okay? Then, I think it was either before that. No. Yeah. Before that happened, I was on lunch. I ain't talking my whole lunch. So I went to go get a new assignment after my lunch. Clocked back in for my lunch, get a new assignment. And I was talking to these two girls that were standing next to me getting their assignments. And when I started talking, my voice started cracking so bad, y'all. Like, it went from a whisper and then back up. And they heard it. Like, they was like, whoa, what was that? What's wrong with your voice? And I'm like, my voice is practically gone. Like, I got a sore throat, and this is what's causing it. And we laughed about it, but I was like, dang, like, this voice just ain't working. And I'm taking my medicine. But, so hopefully my voice will be back by the next video. I don't know if it will, but if you made it to the end of this video and you listened to my voice this whole time, I appreciate you. Thank you for bearing with me. And let me go before my food get cold. So until next time, this is your girl Truly Bree checking out, and I will catch you in the next video.